I should make sure my mic worked beforehand. Looks like it's working. Oh well, wouldn't be one of my streams if it wasn't semi-unprofessional. Semi-unprofessional. Unprofessional. That's the wording. Hello, Tran. Hello, AI. Just making sure I have everything set up. Hello, killers. Apologize for the stream starting late. I was talking with Robotic and kind of lost track of time. I was also eating, so hello, Yakko. Also, AI, I doubt they would ever add a new weapon. Nintendo's been pretty clear on the fact that they're done with weapons. And stages. And balance changes, really. Really, anything tangible they're just done with. They can't even anymore. Hello, Justin. Yeah, and about the biggest... A lot of changes in the update come from the Ultra Stamp. Past that, it's mostly, we might get timers for disconnecting in League battles now. Even if, you know, it was the other team connecting that caused the disconnect. So I haven't done my stick spinning. Hello, Rand. My day's been pretty good. I actually went out and did some shopping today, which means I showered today. That is, to most people, not an accomplishment. To me, that is quite the accomplishment. I posted the exact thing on the Discord. But basically, to read it word for word, play may now be limited for players if they experience frequent connection errors while waiting for remaining players to arrive after joining a ranked okay, it's ranked battle. But still, like, that's not always your fault. Like, it's not even match has started yet. It's just, no, you're just kicked out now. I'm assuming it's probably going to carry to League battles as well, because most changes to ranked do. Especially where, like, as I have proven before on stream, doing this doesn't disconnect you in that menu very often, so it is remarkably hard to force yourself to disconnect. It sounds like there's a chance that we'll be getting 5-minute timers if you disconnect while waiting for a match to start. Yeah, it can do League. I'm just gonna gather my equipment while people end up getting their games updated. Nice, killers. I still need to get back to Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it's zones. I may as well try out some dualies. I still feel like run speed is not a good thing for dualies. I never see anyone... I never see anyone else running it. You know what? Why not? And then... Yeah. Perfect. This looks so dumb. The shorts don't make it any better. The tight pants don't make it any better. The comfy pants are about as good as I'm gonna get. My Octoling was just lazing at home and just got called into League battles. That's what's happened. Yeah, setting up the lobby now. First come, first serve. I know we've got a lot of people today. Jeez. They don't look like jeans to me. Like, how do you see jeans in there? They look like sweats. Oh, room's Phil. Phil. Yes! The room is Phil! I am so tired. Prepare for potentially getting stomped then, Yakko. A lot of, like, clans practice here as far as I can tell. So... Well, I mean, there's another hour and a half, and Rand said he only wanted to go a couple of rounds, so... There will definitely be time for you to get in, AI. Or possibly Blaze, or Justin. There's so many people. Though I need to basically tell what happened at the store today. Because I felt really bad for one of the cashiers, who was clearly a new cashier. Like, he was obviously the new guy. Ow. And he had, you know, a manager helping him. He looked so new that it was probably his first day. He also looked to maybe be 16. Well, I say maybe be 16. He had to be at least 16, because that's how Canada labor laws work. But, like, he was definitely nervous, to say the least, just to be there. And his manager left him with, like, a line of, like, 5 customers. And he was clearly having an anxiety attack while working the cash. And I wanted to so badly to basically turn to the lady he was actively serving and basically just go, be patient with him. He's having an anxiety attack. But I didn't want to possibly make it worse for him. And his manager came back shortly after. I was also having an anxiety attack because me in public. But... Ow. So much ink save remain. I threw a splat bomb, that's why I ran out of ink. I felt so bad for that poor kid. Ow. Oh, it appears Yakko exploded on us. I swear, I remember him so much easier purely because his name is Yakko. And I just always think of Yakko Warner. I grew up watching Animaniacs, though, so that's probably why. And there I go getting a communication error. Well, this is a great time to test that theory. So it'll be a first come, first serve again. Which is going up now. I still really want to learn how to sing Nations of the World. I'm also going to stick with these. I want to do good with dualies. No, I'll stick with them. slurping my drink. I bought some green tea while I was out so I wouldn't be drinking all of my mother's coffee. Because I have been having a cup of coffee to give me that bit of caffeine to get me through the streams. And at least until my sleep schedule's back on track. And that means I've been drinking a lot of coffee. So like, nah, green tea. Green tea will work. It's still caffeinated. It's good enough for me. I know a fair few of the lyrics to it starting. Like, I know it starts United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominica, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, and then I lose it. So I apologize for my horrible not attempting at singing. I have not had green tea mochi, but I want to learn how to make my own mochi. So at some point, I probably will end up having green tea mochi. Because, well, I'll probably end up making it. Low average, you missed me badly not even trying to sing the beginning of Nations of the World by Yakko Warner. Ow. And Splat Pro has 49.9. El Salvador. I always forget that. So bad. Ow. I think there is an America meme to that song. Where, like, Yakko starts singing and then the moment he gets to America, it's just gunshot, this is America. That's literally all I know of that song, is that one moment. And it's because it's been memed to crap. Like, Ow. Oh, excuse me. I've also been drinking some soda. I'm gonna be a bit gassy. I apologize. Okay, if I had dodge rolled, I probably could have actually taken him down before he gave in and threw that. Ow. Well, I took the Hydra with me. Alright, killers. What is Rivals of Aether? Their AI? Never heard of it. Explain! Ow. Oh, okay. That's it explained then. I mean, I'm just gonna keep the... I'm gonna keep the League for now. But I'm gonna change weapons. I think it's mostly my kit is just garbage for this. But, you know, I'm just gonna change weapons anyway. Alright, Rand. All the turfing. Actually, nah. I won't go with all the turfing. No, I'm gonna go with my undercover. I'm gonna murder some scrubs. I mean, fair enough. I'm just terrible with dualies. And like, what I meant by my kit was just like my other equipment. My hat, shirt, and shoes. I actually discovered earlier, thanks to somebody logging into my Ubisoft account from Malaysia, that I have access to multiple betas of things Ubisoft is working on. And one of which is a pirate game, and I love it. I've not played it yet. I've been tempted to sign up for the beta, but I know I'm not going to have the money to actually buy the game, so I don't want to play the beta. But like, it's a game called Skull and Bones, and it looks amazing. It looks like exactly what I've been looking for decades. Which has got me just giddy. I don't remember. Is Sea of Thieves the one where you need, like, actual other people around? Because I think it is. And if it is, it's not exactly like that. As far as I can tell, you sail your ship yourself. Do everything yourself. You don't need friends. Also, my opinion on Kensa Undercover, it's garbage. Never use it. The meta's opinion of it is it's amazing. Use it all the time. Ow. All I've seen of Sea of Thieves was that you basically needed friends, and that was just a case of no. Not interested. It's the same sort of reason why I wasn't all that interested in Guns of Icarus, was just I don't have people around to reliably play games with. So, like... Ow. I tend to avoid games like that. I mean, it's pretty hard to, at the moment, to find information on Skull and Bones, so... I mean, there is gameplay footage, but I'm not really one for watching random gameplay footage. Ow. Friday? No. Friday is Yu-Gi-Oh! Saturday? Very likely. I think it lined up that Saturday was a Splatoon stream. I tend to only do Splatoon every other day, but where I'm really tired today, I'm doing it today. Meaning I'll be doing it, you know, Ow. Do... tomorrow and Saturday. I guess I'm not that big into fighting games, so... I know, who would have thought it? You know. Casual as heck Steph isn't that interested in fighting games. I mean, like, I like side-scrolling beat-em-ups, but I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games. I mean, that's generally what people mean when they say ouch. I'm just never in a position to actually do anything, plus we had a disconnect, so... AI's illness spread to his internet, and it made him explode. I actually found another game that I'm very likely going to try either after the stream if I'm still awake enough, or tomorrow at some point, called Maelstrom. Which is another boat game. You might be able to... I like boats. I like sailing ships. Not a fan of modern boats, unless it's like Azure Lane. But I mean, that's anime girls. How could I not be a fan of anime girls? I'm a weeb. I mean, there's bound to be some people who aren't into anime girls. I mean, it's bound to be just a fun game. There, AI. That torpedo user is a bit obsessive with those. Darn it, if they fall into the water, I don't get my shield back. The jerks. They need to fall into the water for me to get it back. Well, they need to die to me, I suppose. I thought if they fell into the water, I would get it back. That's what I was going to say. Aww. Aw, that sucks, Evil. Mine have yet to reach that point. I don't know how they are still, but I know for a while Nintendo was really good about replacing Joy-Cons. You always try contacting them. Nintendo of whatever country you're a part of. I know Nintendo of Canada was really good about it. Like, Robotics Joy-Cons just fully died on her at one point. And they literally just replaced all of them. Like, they replaced both her Joy-Cons. Ow. Oh, you poofed again. Yeah, it's fine, AI. I mean, there's no guarantees, but it can't hurt to contact them and see. If nothing else, they might replace them for cheaper than buying a new set of Joy-Cons. Or, like, even buying a Pro Controller. So if money is an issue, that's, you know... I've been thinking of doing that once I get a bit of money built back up. Because I spent like 30 today. I probably shouldn't have, but... I wanted to buy me some snacks. Yeah, he was. He's throwing torpedoes all over the darn place. I kind of want to go with a Splatprella. But the undercover is just so much better in my opinion. Ugh, yawning. This is why I don't go to the store that often. It's left me very tired. I've also been awake for quite a long time. I say that. I've been awake for 11 hours. That's a long time for me. Ugh, jeez, yawning. I need to stop yawning. It ain't productive. It's just Bucky now. It's just the name of your bucket. It's your life now. It's just Bucky the Bucket. Oh geez, my Joy-Con stopped working. Need to do my spins between lives. Yeah, I hadn't even noticed that it was the same team. I don't think the Aerospray is hacking. I think it's probably just a case of you're lagging, AI. Ow. The retros. Your internet definitely seems to be very temperamental, AI. Ow. What do? I tend to lie in bed. Play Azure Lane. Well, I say Azure Lane. Just generic mobile games. Sometimes I end up, well, eating far more than I should. Like, far more than I should. I mean, they're not that team wouldn't be exactly the hardest to beat if AI's internet wasn't being so temperamental. Like the match we had against them in Skipper Pavilion, we had almost curb stomped them, and then his internet died. So like they're not the strongest of teams. I think we might honestly be good just hopping down into a pair lobby. There, Justin? I know every time I say, before I say your name, it's purely because I'm looking over at the chat to see your YouTube name. Yeah, I'll set up a pair lobby. And just whoever gets in, gets in. I mean, fair enough. Jeez, I'm yawning a lot. Glad I didn't just decide to do like a truck stream today because also laziness. I mostly decided just to do Splatoon again because A, I find it an easy game to stream and play. And B, everything was already set up for it on the stream end of things, so... Nah, I probably would have just fallen asleep. Especially if I didn't bother to get music set up, because driving sounds make me tired. And it was mostly just the torpedo spam. At least as that I saw. And that was easily counterable as long as I could be around to just shoot it. But that was kind of the problem with dropping to 3v4s was, well, I couldn't reliably be around to shoot the torpedoes. Ow. I'm feeling kind of mean. Good anime recommendations. I could just go with the ones I've had recommended to me or ones I've watched. Which would you prefer, average? Oh, did anything happen, Retros? Well, of the ones I've watched anyway, Star Ocean EX is a great anime, just expect the ending of it to be disappointing. It got cancelled before they had a chance to properly end it, but it's still a good anime. Yeah, Full Metal's apparently good. I've watched it, I didn't care for it, but I also watched the original Full Metal instead of Brotherhood, so I have no idea. It might be better. Death Note. Lucky Star. Ow. Lucky Star is one of those animes you look at and go, that can't be good. It's good. It literally only one episode is out so far, but the Azure Lane anime has been really good. Like, its first episode was just amazing. If you like horror, Another is a great anime. Just expect a lot of blood. It's not one I would recommend for youngins. To be fair, the original only really didn't follow the manga because anime is quicker to produce than manga. On average. So the anime got ahead of the manga. Yeah, I've heard Black Butler's good. I've not watched it myself. Oh god, what's it called? Phantom Thief. Jeez, it's not its name. Searching Phantom Thief anime would probably find what I'm referring to. It is also really good. I can't remember its name at the moment, though. I feel so bad for not being able to remember it. Ruby just looks ugly. Maybe that's just me, but it just looks ugly. Like, back when Rooster Teeth first started it, it was like, yeah, that's, you know... Looks like it could be really cool once they start fleshing out the visuals and, you know, let Monty have his full go at it. And then Monty passed away, and, it didn't get any better. It's not Persona. I'm gonna take a look after this. It should be in my Crunchyroll queue. Ow. I've never played a Persona game, and I've not watched anything Persona either. So... And yes, I use Crunchyroll. I'm getting to it. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. It was a while ago. Magic Kaito 1412. That is the anime I was thinking of. Crunchyroll is not free. Alright, Justin. I had literally not even heard of Verve until it was mentioned here, so I have not even really looked into it, so I still have no opinion on it. I've legit not watched anything JoJo's purely because of all of the fandom around it. I don't want to end up going in not liking it, and then having people not like me because of it. So I'd rather just avoid the anime. It doesn't overly seem like something I'd watch anyway. It honestly seems like a bit of a meme fest. Fair enough, I'll probably take a look at it at some point. I know you almost can't do anything without people going, is that a JoJo reference? It's like, no. No, it wasn't. To be fair, AI, VPNs exist. And a lot of things aren't in Canada. I mean, I have nothing against, like, meme fests. I mean, one of my favorite videos by Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! Is his What Does Pot of Greed Do video. So, And that is literally just 10 to 15 minutes of just memes. But, like, when I'm watching anime, I tend to want to avoid that. There are other VPNs. I don't know how reliable they are, but I know there are other VPNs. Guessing no one wants to join. I'll just hop out and do some turf, I guess. Sad face. I've actually been watching a lot of cartoons lately. I do ranked. It's Rainmaker, though. I'm not bringing my undercover into turf. Not unless the lobby is actually full of good players. Bucket. No, this bucket. I might honestly just wait until it is in Canada, because part of the reason why I have Crunchyroll is because Robotic also uses it, and I don't want to have to talk her how to use a VPN just to access anime. At that point, she may as well just pirate the anime. Same in my position. Like, using a VPN to get a service like that, you may as well just watch it online for free somewhere. I mean, AI just said it isn't. Ow. Oh, excuse me. It's again, been drinking soda. Kinda gassy. Been drinking Big 8 soda, which is literally a Nova Scotian brand of soda. We have our own soda brand. It's really good, too. I tend to like it usually more than the actual, like, official company versions of the off-brand stuff they make. Like, in the case of, like, what I'm drinking now, it's Big 8 Cola. It's Coca-Cola, but Big 8, and it tastes better. I have not watched much of any Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I've watched, like, clips, but I've not watched, like, many of the... I've not watched a full episode of it. Would be the best way to put it. Ow. Yeah, taking a drink. Ow. I mean, I'll probably get to it eventually. I was more of a Dragon Ball Z abridged guy. I sunk their battleships and their whales. Alright, Stretchy Boy, happy birthday! Ow. The amount of times I've made Dragon Ball Z abridged references during my streams is kind of astounding to me. Because I think most of the time I do it, most people don't even understand what I'm referencing. Which makes me sad. That is another anime that's pretty good. It's Dragon Ball Z. Just expect to be in for a long ride. It is very long. And the animation can seem kind of lazy at times. As in, a lot of fight scenes are one character moving while the other one stands static. But Naruto, it's like that for every scene, whether they're fighting or not. So, you know. I don't like Naruto. The animation's so lazy. At least in the early seasons. Then you'd probably be a fan of Dragon Ball Z Abridged then, AI. Because it cuts out all the screaming. Well, I can't say all the screaming, because there are moments of screaming, but, it's usually Vegeta rage moments. Ow! How long were they there? I mean, anyone looking for charger practice. Gotta learn how to play it somewhere. Ow. And I mean, that is a Japanese splatter scope. Assumably Japanese. I can't always say Japanese because, I mean, a lot of Gaijins like to use Japanese names. Well, mostly Japanese words as names. But very rarely do they actually follow the ideas. And literally since learning what Shogunai means and is, I honestly started trying to live my life with that in mind. And basically, Shogunai is, well, the reason why a lot of Japanese people don't let things bother them. It basically means it cannot be helped. So if something goes wrong, Shogunai. Like, let's say you lose $50, just using that as an example. Shogunai. It cannot be helped. It's gone. Move on. I don't know, Piccolo's personality was fairly consistent. Yamcha's too. Yamcha's just always been a whiny little beep. I mean, a lot of the characters have fairly consistent personalities. But, I mean, Goku having a personality like that does make sense. It's the same sort of idea as, like, Satayama from One Punch Man. He's rarely, if ever, serious away from fighting, because he's the best. He has nothing to care about. Like, put yourself in Goku's position for a second. He's gone through his entire life not encountering a threat he couldn't just train and be better than. Like, I think at this point, he's literally obtained godhood. Literally so. Well then, that sucks. Ow. Yeah, both Satayama and Goku tend to both do that. Depending on the threat for Goku. Every threat for Satayama. It's literally one punch. It's in the name of the anime. It's what you're signing up for. I'm sorry, Point Gal. I know you want your splashdown, but I want my Inkstorm. It's Turf War, not Splashdown Wars. Ow. Strange Metagun is the only important strange. Fair enough, Justin. Oh yeah, also, I feel I should note, for anyone who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! New ban list dropped today. For the TCG. And almost nothing changed. Widow Anchor's at 1 now. Guard Dragon Aggro Pain is gone. Nightmare Mermaid is gone. Those are about the only tangible changes. I suppose Super Rejuvenation's at 3 now. Because that isn't a terrible idea. It went from none to 3. Oh, excuse me. For those who don't know what Super Rejuvenation does but play Yu-Gi-Oh!, don't blame you, I had to look it up. It lets you draw, at the end of the turn that it's activated, it lets you draw a card for every dragon that you tributed or discarded to the graveyard. And they have not unbanned Rusty Bardiche. He is still banned. So literally any dragon deck that routinely throws dragons to the graveyard, like Blue Eyes for an easy example, or Odd Eyes, now has a potential, like, draw 8 card. And I think because of how it activates, you won't have to discard anything either. Yeah, just let me know if you ever want to go back to pair lobbies there, Justin. Ow. Got dynamoed in the face. Ow. I'm mostly just frustrated with the most recent TCG ban list, because it really hasn't changed anything. Alright, I shall throw the pair lobby back up after this match. Like, sure, Guard Dragon Agrapane's gone, which, if they're gonna make out Super Rejuve to 3, it makes sense to get rid of him, because, well, that right there would be at least a draw 2 just to make Agrapane. Ow. So, I mean, I understand that. But Mermaid? Yeah, that's gonna slow down Orcrist combos, but pure Orcrist are still gonna have their broken Omni Negate. Decks that have room for a slightly bigger Orcrist engine are going to still have the Orcrist combo, where they're gonna end on a Din Girsu and the Omni Negate. Thunder Dragons didn't get hit at all. Salamangrates didn't get hit at all. Like, with any other format, Konami would have banned most of the good cards from all of these decks a long time ago. Sky Strikers have been around for over a year. At nearly full power that entire time. Sky Strikers had Widow Anchor put to 1. So, in other words, they still have it at 3. Because they can just recycle it. Like, it's frustrating. I literally, in my frustration earlier, threw together my own ban list. Like, my own ban list changes. And I was probably a bit harsh, in hindsight, to every deck. But that's what you need to do. Thing is, Konami's been rather good with Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh! As much as I'm complaining about it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in a better place now than it has been for the past, like, 8 years. Back at the pair lobby. Like, I can't deny that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in a good place right now. But it's still just frustrating that we've had the same meta for, like, a year. With no real changes. It's just people trying to find things that beat the meta, and it just isn't working. Exodia can still work. You're basically just running a bunch of stall cards and draw cards. and just hoping you get to your Exodia. It's kind of a boring deck, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's kind of surprising to me too, but yeah, there's just some Gouda. But like, as someone who's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Off and on, basically since it released in North America, I'm old. It is honestly in probably one of the best places it's ever been as a game. But at the same time, it's getting kind of just boring with the same 4 big decks. And the EVE Buddy link, that is a sign-up link for EVE Online that, should you guys sign up for playing EVE Online, it will give you extra rewards and give me rewards whenever you get past certain milestones in the game. EVE Online is a brutal space MMO. That should really be paying attention to what I'm doing. Like, I think when you sign up with the Buddy link, you get something like 50,000 extra skill points. Skill points being what they sound like. Normally, they can only be obtained through just time. So that's a big chunk of skill points that you basically can get for free just for signing up with a Buddy link. Ow. Those Googlas, man. Yeah, Final Countdown decks are just about slowing the game down. I imagine Final Countdown plays a lot of Mystic Mine. That might actually work better with Mystic Mine. Just expect a lot of people to surrender immediately because of Mystic Mine. If you don't know what that is, it's a field spell that says your opponent cannot activate monster effects or attack as long as they control more or less monsters than you do. So basically, it reads, your opponent can't play the game if you control no monsters. Because all you need to do is run Demise of the Land, and you can activate your Mystic Mine after your opponent special summons a monster, and now Mystic Mine never goes away. And yeah. I'm dead. I do honestly stand by it's not that broken of a card because there are counters to it. It's called MST, or Twin Twisters, or going first and playing a Closed Forest. Closed Forest is only something that really works in the match. It doesn't work in singles because there is no good beast deck. So there's really no deck to really run Closed Forest with. But in a match, you can side it in. Just side in a copy of Closed Forest, and now you've got your answer to Mystic Mine. Closed Forest being a field spell that says neither player can activate field spells. Ow. I'd go with, like, Battle Fader and Swift Scarecrow and Threatening Roar over a Mirror Force. Mirror Forces are way too susceptible to just being blown up by a Nightmare Phoenix. Because once your opponent knows what you're doing, they're gonna start blowing up your back row every chance they get. Ow. Mirror Forces tend to only work in decks where... Well, I suppose it would work there if your opponent can't get rid of it. But they tend to work best, anyway, in decks where your opponent doesn't want to blow up your back row. Like, say, Abyss Actors. you could rather reliably play a Mirror Force in Abyss Actors, because your opponent is not going to want to destroy your Abyss scripts. They are not going to want to do it. Because if they destroy those Abyss scripts, you get a lot of advantage. Like, I might be thinking of a different card, but I'm pretty sure one Abyss script is like, if this card is destroyed by your opponent's, you know, spell or trap card or monster effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon as many Abyss Actor monsters from your deck as possible. Like, it is stupid amounts of advantage if they blow up your spells and traps. So you play that alongside, like, Storming Mirror Force. Ow. Yeah, we did it! We came back from almost being knocked out and knocked them out! The splat differences. Oh, we have damaged their pride. And won. But I think that's just a common thing anytime an undercover is around. His pride is irreparably damaged. That's a C- weapon. Yeah, well, I'm kicking your butt with it, and I'm an X rank. With this weapon. I actually not long ago built a Danger Dark World deck, which is definitely an interesting deck, because Dangers like to be discarded, Dark Worlds like to be discarded. Problem is, a lot of Dark World cards only like to be discarded by your opponent's card effect. And there's only like one Dark World that actually does it, and it gives itself to your opponent. So it's a free link material at discarding something. Well, for discarding something, it's... And also, yeah, Average, a lot of the Konami's other series are just kind of done for. But at the very least, the older games do still exist. So you can always just go play the older games. So hello, Zylander. Yeah, it's fine. You're only an hour and 15 minutes late. I was 15 minutes late starting the stream, so, you know. I'm also really tired. Right, the thing can get to 33.3, can it? It just needs a lot of main power up. Is it sad that that's legitimately something I tested, like, immediately upon my noticing that the Dually Squelchers ended up getting damage up from its main power-up. Oh, you can't stand up there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to go in from behind them. That's what I'm learning. Ow. This was going so well, and then they seem to have actually started trying. I think I just made that roller angry is what happened. People don't tend to react well to dying to an undercover. Especially when they're, like, really good players. Because, once again, it's a C- weapon. It's garbage. Dying to some noob using an undercover. Oh, jeez, I'm yawning so much. This might have to be a short stream. I'm gonna aim for like 2 hours, but I'm not sure I'll be able to make it a full 2 hours. I'm gonna try, though. Nah, I'm just gonna go for all the turf. Yeah, I might see before Friday to building a couple extra Yu-Gi-Oh decks. So I have things to jump around to. I might just see about fixing up a few of the other ones I made. Oh hey, it's Japan o'clock. Because I know a lot of my decks, like, cards in them have been limited or banned. So I need to fix them up, find replacements. A lot of them it is a case of just terraforming 1 to 1. The terrible forming. Splasher is pretty cool. I just wish it dealt more damage. Like, would it have been so bad if that dealt 99 damage, Nintendo? Would it have been so bad? Ow. Oh, we have beacons. I didn't even notice. Are they good beacons? Doesn't look like it. Ow. Yeah, I see no mains of sub power-ups, so it's not good beacons. Ow. We might have been able to make a comeback if those were good beacons. Yeah. Bad beacon users. I held my own pretty well at the start there, but everyone else died. I did my best, though. Ugh. Yawning again. Problem is, I really don't want to sleep right now. Because it's not even like 1 a.m. yet. And I know if I sleep now, my body tomorrow, even if I sleep until like 4 p.m., my body at this time tomorrow will be like, sleep? We did that yesterday. It was pretty nice. We should do that again, like right now. It's like, body, no, stop. That might honestly be what's going on now, is where I've been sick. I have been falling asleep around this time. Because that's just something my body does. It's like, hey, you slept at this time yesterday, sleep now. Just sleep. Just do it. Don't let your sleep be memes. Just do it. It's like, brain, stop. There's none of that right now. What am I even talking about? I don't know. Just referencing Shia LaBeouf. Ow. Ow. We managed to get the lead. I was kind of hyper-focusing there. I really feel like I shouldn't do that. But you know, if it gets results... Ow. See, I used to think I was really good at playing games while talking. I kind of am. What I'm not really good at is playing games while watching a chat. It's like, if I had things to talk about, I could definitely keep talking while I was hyper-focusing. I just don't have much to talk about. It's the problem. How I get things to talk about is usually from looking at the chat. My hyper-focusing was not enough. Ugh. So sleepy. This is dumb, but I'm gonna squiff. Squiffer! I'm breaking one of my own rules of never using a charger in Splat zones, but, I mean... It's fine, it's a squiffer, it's not exactly a charger. It is, but it isn't. Oh hey, it's Japan o'clock again! I'm about to have my butt kicked as a squiff. I'm not gonna be able to clean their clocks. Clocks are far too old. I'm gonna break them. I'm gonna end up dropping them and breaking them. So bad at this. We were all killed by the dually squelchers, I think. I'm trying my best. I've got 2 splats. I didn't assume any of them would be right there. I think that's a fair assumption to have made. I should not have grabbed a squiffer. I was not expecting Japanese players. I mean, I got 2 splats. I was tied with the junior. So there's that. Be a meta sheep. So I don't know how meta the NZAP is still. I haven't exactly kept up with the meta. Literally, the only time I even really looked into what the meta was like was after having an argument with someone on the Twitch. And I mostly just wanted to prove myself right. So I had to research the meta. And I was right. Knowing nothing about the meta, I was right. I mean, sloshing machine's kind of wonky, so I mean... I can't really get at you much. It took me quite a while to get good with it. I'm probably not good with it again, still. Well, like... I've probably gotten terrible with it, is what I'm trying to say. Ow. I almost had my ink armor and then I died. Just imagine you're doing their laundry, and it becomes much easier to use. Ow, I thought he was gonna be out of shots. I did not think that Hydra was fully charged. Muscle on the bottom of my foot's all twitchy. This is the worst time for this. It's distracting me. I mean, I can't exactly read it at the moment. I'm in the middle of something. Ow. Fair enough. I can't really offer any advice if you don't know what's wrong. Well, the best advice I can give is just go try and find something that you know makes you happy. If that makes any sense. Though I'm gonna be honest, I might honestly end the stream off after this match because I am so tired. Like, I am ridiculously tired. This is why I don't go out anywhere. Oh hey, it's a kitty dairy person again. Might keep going longer. I'll decide how I feel after this match. I just know after this match is a map rotation. It's just kind of hard to play when I'm yawning like every minute. Hello, Lena. It's depends on how I keep yawning, because I know, like, if this is just my body being like, I need to sleep, then... Well, more, hey, we slept at this time, you know, at an earlier date, we should sleep again now. That I'll stop yawning at some point. As my body goes, oh, we're not sleeping now, okay. Also, Lena, I must ask if you know, is Anissa alright? I've been kind of worried about her. Ow. And I don't want her to feel bad that I've been worrying about her either. Ow. See, I didn't yawn that entire match, so... Let's see if we can get another one going. Because it is still 2 minutes to rotation, because that was a fast match. Or not. Wait, what? My clock says 58. Okay, my clock is off by 2 minutes. I mean, I've started yawning like every minute, Rand. That's about it. I think I'll just hop back to turf. I am gonna see if I can fix my computer clock really quickly. That's gonna bother me. Right, not that. This is Windows 10. Oh, jeez. Isn't it in this? Oh, it's there. Windows 10 is confusing. Hiccups. There. There we go. Somehow it fell 2 minutes behind. I'm just gonna keep the undercover on. I'll feel horrible, but oh well. Hopefully that didn't just kill the stream. Because there's no Streamlabs being like, oh god, time changed. I mean, there's a Kensa Splat Pro here. I don't feel bad anymore. Unless they're just really bad. I think they're just kind of bad. Ow. I say as I die to them. Yeah, if I can go to like quarter after without yawning too much, I'll keep the stream going. If not, I'll end the stream off because I am really tired. But at about quarter after, the stream should have lasted for 2 hours at that point, so I won't feel as bad about ending it. Unless a raid happens, in which case I'll keep the stream going for at least an hour past the raid. Because it just feels a bit rude of me to end a stream after someone raids. And I always feel bad. I say I always. It's only happened once, but like, I felt really bad. Get back here, you dually coward! Take that! This is what you get for your cowardice! Very smelly cat. I feel mean. Is that... I feel mean. This is why I don't play the undercover much. When I do use it, I start to feel pretty mean. Yeah, I feel mean. I should at the very least be using a different undercover. Use the Kensa? The worst of the bunch? I know it... As far as the meta's concerned, I know it isn't, but I honestly find it is. It is the worst at fighting amongst the three of them, thus it's just the worst for me. Nah, I'll stick like this. That's a lot of Nazaps. I still find auto bombs adorable. Like, I can't be the only one that finds them adorable. There's little robotic bombs that are doing their best. Ow. You know, it's probably a good thing I died, given how much back here still needs turfed. I'm gonna die. Yep. I'm not feeling as mean this time. I still feel a little mean, though. Ow. See, now I haven't yawned at all. I think it was just my body being like, hey, we slept at this time like yesterday. Day before, something like that. Around this time. A few days ago, I don't know. When did I sleep around this time last? One of the last days I didn't stream, probably. So my body's just like, hey, you know, sleep. This is a pretty nice thing, you know. You can do that again. There's one yawn. Also, Rand, if you're still around, I have yet to get to those tracks you sent yesterday. Given I spent, like, most of the time I've been awake today at the store. Or chatting with Robotic. Like, actually, that is literally my day right there. Shopping and then talking with Robotic. I didn't really have a chance to get to them. So I more or less refuse to listen to anything while I'm talking with her. Because I don't want to possibly miss anything she says. Because I feel bad making her repeat things. Ow. Sadness. They're so close to being dead. You guys seriously having problems with a singular junior? Sniper, I thought... That's why I wasn't being too preoccupied with actually trying to splat him, just control his movement. Sniper man. Yeah. I get a lot of snipers are probably not used to people controlling other people's movement for them. Ow. Though I think I will end the stream off here. I'm just feeling too tired. I do apologize, this stream was so short, it didn't even technically make it to the 2-hour mark. Tomorrow the stream should be longer, because I'm gonna force myself to stay awake longer. I can't keep streaming right now. I am feeling just way too tired. I don't want my filters to turn off and myself to start cursing. Or saying inappropriate things. Ugh. Excuse me. So with that, thanks everyone for watching. I will be back streaming tomorrow. It will be Splatoon 2 again. Because that is what is regularly scheduled. Yes, regularly Regularly scheduled. Stream will be starting around 11 p.m. Atlantic time, but could start as late as midnight Atlantic time. There is a Discord for anyone who is new that might wish to join it. It's linked in the description of YouTube in the info on Twitch. With all that said, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Splatoon 2, and hopefully a much longer stream. I'm gonna aim for like 6 hours tomorrow to make up for this. See you all tomorrow.